What is going on, everyone? In this video, I want to share 3 important tips for you to get more clients to sign on with you if you are a career coach. Most of my clients are in the career space. They help people get jobs, they help people discover what they really want to do in life. And these 3 things are things they struggle with at the start, and I have to help them polish it out, okay? Again, if you're more interested in step-by-step instructions on launching your business, growing your business, or getting more sales in your coaching business, check out the link in the description to get on a call with me. So three things that I see time and time again with career coaches specifically. Number one, they behave as order takers. What is an order taker? An order taker is basically when a client says, I want this, and someone comes and delivers on that order. So case in point, I want a resume. Okay, here's a resume. That's an order taker. Why is this a problem? If someone wants something, why can't you just give it to them? The issue here is you're assuming the client knows what the problem is. Okay? How many people think the job searching strategy is a problem for them as opposed to their resume? Not a whole lot. Some people think, okay, if I can just get a $500 resume made or a $200 resume made, that's going to fix all of my job searching problems. But maybe they're taking that resume and they're applying to 200 places with it every single day. It doesn't matter how good your resume is if you're using that approach where it's not customized, right? So you can't let the client decide what their problem is. You have to diagnose the problem, which is where your expertise comes in, okay? So instead of, I'm not a fan of having multiple options on your website. Yes, it can work if you have a lot of traffic, but let's say you've got package 1, package 2, package 3, and package 1 is resume and cover letter, package 2 is interview practice or whatever. And you let them decide what they want and book a call with you, and right away you come onto the call and you deliver that service. You're assuming they know what problem they have, they know what solution they need, and therefore they can choose themselves. This is a problem not just for them, but for you as well, because there might be a bigger problem. I can't tell you how many of my clients, my career coaching clients, have gotten on a call with someone and they've said, hey, I'm just looking for a resume. Instead of saying, sure, I charge $200 for a resume, $300 for a resume, if you just take a step back and you start diagnosing, why do you want a resume? What's motivating this request for a resume? Have you tried anything else? How do you know it's your resume that's a problem? What about your cover letter? What are your job searching strategies? Very quickly, what happens is a request for a resume turns into something significantly bigger. It turns into a job searching strategy plan. Now you're moving from a $200 service or a $100 service to a $2,000, $3,000 package. Can you see what the difference is? Just take some time to diagnose someone's problem, okay? Another thing I want to mention, the way you have your sales process down might be a little flimsy. People aren't comfortable dropping thousands of dollars with someone they've spoken to for the first time. So let's suppose that you have a $2,000 package and someone has never spoken to you before. You have your 15-minute consultations or your half-an-hour consultations, and you get people on a call, and you spend 10 minutes of that call just getting to know them. Hey, what's up? What do you do? This is me. This is you. You spend another 10 minutes talking about what their challenge is. You spend the last 10 minutes talking about what your package is. And at the end, you say, hey, it's $2,000, right? There isn't enough value built in that process. You haven't diagnosed their problem. You haven't built enough trust. You haven't built enough expertise or authority to get them to shell out $2,000, let alone they might not even be coming to the call expecting to buy anything at all. So this is where you get the, I want to think about it, I'll let you know, I'll check my budget, all that stuff, and then they don't buy anything from you. This is exactly why this happens, all right? So I want you to break your sales process down so you can build more trust with people, have more touch points with them. Don't try to close everybody on a 15-minute consultation or a 30-minute consultation. Very, very few people, unless you're a celebrity, you have tons of followers, will get on a phone, feel 100% comfortable with you, and paying you $2,000. It rarely happens, okay? So you need to lengthen that process, build your expertise, trying to diagnose their issue. Another thing, when you're talking about what you can do for them, a lot of career coaches talk about the number of sessions or the deliverables. So I'm going to give you 4 sessions. I'm going to give you a resume, a cover letter, a job searching plan, or whatever. and you're listing these individual components and you're trying to sell it. So for example, you would say, well, if you're paying me $2,000, for $2,000 I'm going to get you a cover letter, I'll fix up your resume, we'll do some mock interview practices, and that'll help you get a job. So if you think about it from a client's perspective, they're thinking, okay, this person is helping me get all these things for $2,000. I wonder if someone else is out there who can give me the same thing for cheaper. Right? Because you're not selling the end result. You are selling the individual components. In other words, you're selling the features of what your program has. It has these features, this many sessions, that many sessions. A quick note on sessions. For some reason, people feel like the more sessions they have, the better. Think about this from a client's perspective, okay? If you're paying $2,000 and you're getting 8 sessions with one person, 4 sessions with another person, which one do you think the client will want? Most people will say 8 sessions because they get more sessions for less money. What if you can get the same result in 4 sessions instead of 8? Do you want the client to spend 4 extra hours to get the same result? So stop selling the number of sessions, right? Like, oh, 3 sessions is a discount, 2 sessions is a discount. Does the client care how many sessions it is as long as you get them the result? Right? So I want you to think about that. Don't try to sell them, compared to this career coach, I offer 3 more sessions. Well, why is that a good thing? Why do you need more time to solve my problem? So don't sell the number of sessions and don't try to sell your features. Instead of your features, I want you to sell the transformation. Clients don't care about the number of sessions. Clients also don't care about what specifics are included, right? So one thing a lot of my clients when they start out, they do is, so what we'll do is stage 1. In stage 1, we will have the explore phase. In the explore phase, we'll do a deep dive into all of this stuff. In stage 2, we have the resume complete ultra makeover phase, and we'll do XYZ, fancy whatever, and they're just breaking down the features through and through. You don't need to do any of that stuff. Instead, what you do is you talk about what you'll help them with and what result is this. You say, okay, what we're going to do is work on your resume, work on your cover letter, work on your interview skills so we can help you get a job. Now, let me ask you, what kind of job are we looking for? And they will say, well, I want an IT manager job. Okay, we want to make sure if we're doing all these things is going to lead to you getting an IT manager job. Let's say you get that job, that IT manager job. How much is that going to pay you? $60,000, $100,000, whatever. Okay, for $100,000, what percentage of that do you want to invest to make that happen for yourself? They'll say, well, I don't know, 5%, 10%. 5%, 10% of 100 grand is what? 5,000, 10,000? You can, depending on your rate, you can say, okay, that sounds like a pretty reasonable amount. I don't think you need to spend $5,000 or $10,000 to make this happen. I can do it for you for just 2,000 or 3,000. 100,000, 2,000, 3,000. That sounds like a pretty good deal because you're showing them what the end result is. If you said 2,000 for resume, cover letter, all of that stuff, I'm like, okay, great, these are features, do I want them? But if you said resume, cover letter, interview is going to help you get a job that pays you this much, and I'm charging you that much, now it seems very reasonable. So you see how putting things into perspective really helps? I really want you to get in the habit of building more relationships with people. Take more time to build out that trust with people. Don't try to speed the process. Don't try to sell everybody. If there's one thing that's going to make you lose sales, it's trying to sell everybody. Number 2, stop trying to sell people on the feature. Stop trying to tell them on number of sessions, what's included in your package, what the features are individually. Stop trying to do that. And number 3, don't let your clients self-diagnose. You're the expert. You're supposed to figure out, again, like a doctor, what the problem is and what solution you need. You don't want people coming in to you already knowing what the problem is, already knowing what the solution is. If they know what the problem is, if they know what solution it is, and they just need a deliverable, then they're looking for an order taker. You don't want to be an order taker. You want to be an expert who consults, who uncovers the true problem and then solves it for them, okay? So I'm going to leave you with these 3. If you do these 3 alone, I can virtually guarantee your sales are going to skyrocket. And again, if you want more help growing your coaching business, getting more sales, then look for the link in the description to book a call with me. I'd be more than happy to discuss your business goals. I hope this was helpful. If it was, like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Take care.